Hello and welcome everybody. It's time for game 3. I'm Dante and I've got Jesse with me today. How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm appreciative of the chance to talk about this one.
I'm glad you agreed. And I'm excited for this. Look, we have to shout out FuriousMagic here at the very start as they split to different areas because he pulled his webcam out of a pile of junk according to the race room, or like a pile of stuff. We have Pyramid as sync just for this race today. So shout outs to FuriousMagic for hopefully giving us some extra reactions. Maybe he won't be as happy as he always looked in his little picture with the Pokemon. But we do get a big key here on Pyramid. Hey, it's Dazed Clouds Treasure. The good old pod big.
Yay!
Oh wait, are we actually playing CrossKeys? Is this?
I know. Yeah, vanilla potion shop, great. See, this is why you don't check it early. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. A little bit of a smile there out of FuriousMagic. Good old vanilla.
So I saw some of game 2. That one looked pretty bad. I missed game 1, unfortunately, though. Did you see game 1?
Yeah, we casted all of them, but game 1 was over a week ago. As we get Bombos here on Uncle, there was a week between races, so Andy had a 1-0 lead for over a week. Ice Rod here too, and Furious was just on the path in the last race for game 2, so the game 3 to decide it all and who's going to move on to top 8. We can't ask for more content or more than this unless they tie today or something.
I mean, crazier things have happened, right?
It's true.
That's not unreasonable.
That's true. We do get a Houlihan play here from Furious. Andy gonna go check Bush Crab. Andy not going over to Kakariko or anything yet. I would have
thought a CAC or an Eastern area. Like, those are the two that I'm more familiar with as routes after that check.
Yeah, really interesting to see him kind of shake his game up. I mean, Furious also playing slightly different for this opener, but not too terribly different.
At least it's a strategy I feel like I'm more used to.
Oh yeah, for sure. We do find Hookshot Cave there. Gonna need Hookshot or at least the boots to get to the first chest. Andy's going to Agina. I started to panic. I'm like, bro, you don't have any bombs. What are you doing? But it's entrance, so maybe it's not actually Agina.
I mean, it could be. Okay, a connector is good, I guess.
All right, well, he thought his route was over, but it may just be continuing somewhere special. Oh, okay.
I was about to start talking cross hunt stuff because I've been trying to make sure that I know what I'm doing there. That's a great mountain start point, by the way.
It really is.
But I was like, yeah, GT's open. Oh wait, that's cross hunt, not this.
You also have a desert left down here.
And there's Desert Main in CAC.
Oh my gosh, the dam too.
So Andy's actually going to find his way really quickly to CAC here.
Doing his best work. I love when we get to see them kind of get to the same area, but from different vantage points. Like Andy's like, okay, I'm sequence breaking this, but Furious is like, no, we're not sequence breaking anything. We're here.
Well, I have to assume Andy might be going over to the right side desert first and then kind of...
Yeah, for sure.
Down. So he could still get locked out of CAC. He'll just know the other 2 desert entrances and find the third on his way to Kakariko.
All right, speaking of Kakariko, we are going to get a look here at the Smith Bat drop down, but it is the useless fairy. All right, a shield and another shield. So the,
wow.
The waterfall shield cave.
That's what you wanted to see, right? 2 shields.
I mean, blind, if we have to fight blind early for some reason on this 3-heart equipment, it would be very odd in CrossKeys to have to do that, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, who like cursed our runners that poorly to make them have to do that?
I think Chat did. Chat always does it.
I mean, the sad part is like so many of people in chat, I'm like, you're all runners. Why do you want to curse these people? It's gonna come back to you.
It always does.
Remember the day you wished for that, and then just know that a week or two or a month or a year later, you're going to get that exact fight and be like, why? I don't want this.
Hyrule Castle, right. Not opting for it. No real weapon. I guess we do have 9 bombs, but gonna put that off for the time being. We did get a lamp in the back of the tavern. That's interesting due to the fact that, you know, Dark Cross now available to us. We did see a dark cave. I think Furious via bombs figured out what the cave was down there at the, what is it, Brothers House right, or Race Game right?
Yeah. I will say I understand the desire not to figure out the castle yet. Like, you're making that decision on 3v1, you know, Zelda Cell versus the back. Like, it's a tough choice no matter who you are.
Oh yeah, because whichever one you choose is in game 3 is probably going to be the wrong one, at least in your head, if you're having like a little turny nerves per se.
Yeah, it's so easy for that to feel like that there's your deciding moment if you choose wrong here.
Small key here on the bottle merchant. That's the castle tower. Did we actually see the CAC shop? Did Furious skip that? Or am I just blind? I'm probably blind.
I don't remember seeing this.
Yeah, I'm blind.
But
We
it
saw
doesn't
that.
matter.
Oh, the Wells Vanilla. What a happy day. Andy being blessed with the 50-50 bomb. Let's see if he can throw it correctly.
And good thing he'll get... Oh, wait, this wasn't where another 3 bombs were.
Yeah, he'll at least get some cash, but we are in the well on Furious's side. 5 items, 1 down, 4 to go. Make it 3. That's a small key. GT. Always nice to have a few of those in your pocket. A hook shot. That's pretty spicy.
Well, that just trivialized everything. A hook? Come on.
I mean, that's when Andy gets that. He knows where Hookshot Cave is already. So that's 4 guaranteed items if he can make his way back down there. Fairy Ascension Cave going to be down, or rather up at Blind's Hut. I believe that was Bumper as well.
I was going to say we just saw Paradox, actually.
Oh, that was... okay.
Which I'm kind of surprised Furious didn't just go in and... Okay, I'm going to check that. Like, I don't know. I'm not following this connector. I'm going in for 7, and I'm just bomb jumping back out the mid. And heading into Lost Woods here.
Yeah, 7 items, huge. We saw the mirror here in game 2, but right now, bombs and a key. That's the TR. First of 4.
I'm not sure if Furious did or not, because although I think we picked up more money, yeah.
Yeah, chat asking about it. It is a Castle Tower small, so that's our first of 2, should we need it. $20 a heart piece, a glove, 2 items to go, a sword. You love to see that. So Paradox coming up big, as we also pull $20 here in, you know,
I mean, the best thing we got there is the glove. I would say, like, sword's nice, but that glove is... There's your big find.
100%. And now Furious is actually on a really good, I'll say, optimal route. He's going to be able to check Smoke's Rock down here and check this entrance. Andy had to skip over this with his opener. And he's also going to just stumble into Hookshot Cave. So then he'll be able... Oh, wait. It's just Hookshot Cave looped on itself.
Oh.
I love it. I love it. Let's see. Furious is probably going to get a good laugh out of this. Yeah, there's the smile and the chuckle. You love to see it. All right, Ice Palace map, 3 to go. Oh wait, this is Map Cave today. Eastern map. $50 and a big key to. Oh no, Jesse, why did we get the GT big so early?
I mean, that's the bigger like problem with this really is we talked about that back of escape, and now it's like, are we gonna have to climb for that?
I don't want to.
I don't
probably
want to
don't want to either.
I mean, they just finished a race where climbing was the requirement.
All right, Andy going out top. He already knows bottom. Furious gonna get his info over here on the Dark Mountain.
I'm a little surprised by this from both of them because, like, you're in both cases we're kind of ignoring Lost Woods. Although, good find for Andy with that fire rod. And I was gonna say, I don't think you want to do some bunny walking yet. It feels a little early for bunny walk. And unless Furious found a pearl, I was curious.
He's gonna do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this trick that got found, I guess, what, like a year ago or so? Kind of, and I think someone found it in a multi-world on accident.
Thank you, guys.
But getting the dam pull, that could be huge. You never know if it's a big item. Getting it early. Thank you, Zelga, for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Andy finding King's Tomb. That is down here at Light World Hype Cave.
Well, and Andy will probably just take this, so he'll hit up Hookshot, and then he might just head back on it towards Ice Rod Cave, I guess. Like, I can't see this as a one-off.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad call. I wonder. Well, see, what's probably going to be bad. He's going to go check these items, and he's going to leave, and then he's going to go check the entrance, and then he's just going to be in the back.
No, I think he'll lift I think he'll lift Smoke Rock and then head. Like, yeah, and just see it. He's not going to use 2 bombs.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not. It's just going to be funny that we're getting the items. I think I had to check that entrance first just for the knowledge, but this is why I'm not in top 16. No, is he going? He's going to the back.
Apparently we got both CT keys, by the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, Andy's got 2 CTs.
Oh no.
Getting in at Lumberjack intensifies.
Moments you can hear the laughter, even if it's on mute. All right, so new entrances coming fast on both screens. Furious going to be right side of the house. That's going to be DM Descent over near Lake Hylia. We'll see what's on the island as well. Andy going to be heading into Mini Moldorm Cave. Game of Chance. We don't want it. Super Bunny Upper, though. 2 items, a one-way connector. We can't go back through this, but he can at least go get these items, which is nice.
Honestly, I'm happy finding Super Bunny like this. Like, I don't have to go through it ever again.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I don't have to think about it. It's not like game 2 where there actually was a reason to go through Super Bunny, but a bottle, and I think that was some cash.
And Furious was headed towards Eastern area, but decided to just say, no, I'm going to do South Shore now.
Yeah, he's going to be getting some of this info that Andy had. That is one of our...
That was our Spec Rock drop. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So no need to follow that connector. There's that second CT key for FuriousMagic. And I think all of Ice Rod Cave area was garbage.
Really is. We're probably never coming back.
As always, the crabs are super friendly to Andy.
Man.
I don't know how he does it.
Compass there. I was about to say, it's a big moment for Furious. Like, if this is a huge item like boots, flute, you know, maybe a second glove, Moon Pearl. Well, it can't be Moon Pearl. I'm an idiot. It could have been the mirror, but not the Moon Pearl. Andy gonna be fake flippering here. Yeah, heart for the stun prize. as we saw just there on Furious's screen, but Andy gonna give us the hobo check. Gonna get this out of the way early. Just a map though, and it is 2TR.
And he's going to continue with this. I'm kind of curious where we're taking this, because like we don't have Zora money, we don't have splash deletion available. Without the pearl going into the Zora waterfall means we're just going to kind of be stuck with scouting it. This could be like Hylia Island, maybe?
I feel like he's doing Hylia Island just to get it over with. Yeah. This will be the end of his route unless he can do something here. With C-shape.
That's
one
a fine.
item. It's a big key too.
Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, like, I don't want to dip Meyer, but we've got an option.
That's a really kind of, awful check. Assuming these guys don't get flute for a while, like, 20 minutes from now you get flippers, and then suddenly Andy's like, well, I haven't, checked anything over here, or I've checked everything except that one entrance. So kind of works out for him. We'll see if Furious goes with the same idea. He does have Zora money, so it's in logic. So I guess it's a little more tempting for him. He's got a bit of a situation on his hands to consider the two options.
Yeah, I know Zora personally has been one of my weaker entrances in this mode. Or weaker spots. Like, when do you get it? If you don't get it early, if you're not finding flippers, you don't have a flute. What is the compelling reason?
Yeah, you just hope and pray nothing's on Zora, and then he spits out a hammer.
Yeah, it's always dead until it's not.
Andy grabbing his bombos. He'll be getting his ice rod here in just a moment. And looks like Furious, as long as he doesn't take a hit. Oh no. That was a very heads up play. He got the save and quit in before getting warped around. And
really the warp around wouldn't have been a problem until taking that next step. Like, I think you're fine in the immediate. It's just like right after that you I mean, you just hit a direction.
Yeah.
So we got the bat at Sank. So what? We've got Lumberjack, or Lost Woods hideout is going to be Ganon at this.
It's one or the other. I think with the two CT keys, you're just kind of hoping maybe Ganon's there.
Oh, that was Death Mountain Ascent.
Is that the one that was south of Kakariko?
Yeah.
So we are going to save the old man.
I mean, knowing where the old man start is, it's not huge, but knowing that we have a path to Death Mountain, that's the more important thing. Andy also going to get some bombs finally.
Yeah, you're really going to be jonesing for the mirror after you get like a moon pearl and, get this save and quit point. That's the Hyrule Castle small. So now that option we were talking about early is off the table for them. They can just get every item in the game. Every item in Hyrule Castle, I should say.
I mean, let's be real. They can get every item in the game. It just will take a little longer than we're saying.
True. Andy found Thieves Town. I believe this was up at the Lumberjack house.
Yeah, this was LJ house. That Death Mountain Ascent cave was nothing, so we're just working along. And there's that mirror you're talking about. So,
oh baby,
really nice feeling. I was gonna say, you can't hook shot that from the left, can you?
I've never seen anyone successfully do it, but
I always hook shot it from the top.
Yeah, you have to get it at an angle, like just the edge from the top. And unfortunately, having to go back in for Chicken House. But we did see a pod key there. Oh no. Andy picking up a Skullwood Small in Thieves Town 3. He's going to have a much easier time getting out of here with the mirror. A map for Thieves Town 4. Off we go. Moment of truth, Jesse. Is it Ganon?
I mean, we'll be able to see if it's an item as well. It is Ganon, so I mean, this is probably the best case scenario for finding out that Ganon's at Lumberjack, right? You're getting your boots, and you've got the CT smalls. You've got the lamp. This is like about as kind of a Ganon as it could be.
I don't want to be that guy, but does it really mean we're gonna get the boots? Like, is this a Armo
Eventually.
storage seat? Oh, I hope not. I hope we get boots.
I don't think
For
I've
all of
ever
the
seen it actually matter. Like I always hear about them. I'm like, I've never seen somebody do it.
Paging Zelga. All right, it's Lost Woods is vanilla, and it's the blue cane. Oh, this is close for Furious.
Furious has been dancing all the way across that.
That Lapras was doing its best surf on dry land. So getting the East Death Mountain checks now. That is Mimic Cave. No hammer. Not able to do this yet. Andy checking north of Kakariko. Piece of Heart inside Bonk Rocks. That's another item cave to check off the good old list.
And it's his fourth heart, so I'm not complaining. Especially knowing I'm going to be hitting up the mountain soon.
Yeah, Andy using the Fire Rod. We're going into ice Omega early, but if he gets a hammer here, it's actually clearable, so wild.
I mean, that's ballsy in my opinion. Like, you know, you have so much else available. Why dip the dungeon that just doesn't feel like you have a ton yet? I'm a little surprised.
There's Hyrule Castle main, and now with all the keys, or the one key rather, Furious heading in. Probably going to take a Death Warp a couple times, maybe going out that left entrance as well.
Oh, and Andy just did Pengator, just did that compass chest and decided we're done.
Is this the micro dip, the MIKRO dip?
Yeah.
Except not with Eastern. Oh, Andy going to utilize Mirror here. We're going to go ahead and check the top of the Bumper Cave in Light World. Just a shop though, and some bombs for FuriousMagic in Dark Cross. Off we go on his screen to the back of Escape.
It looks like Andy is heading back for, I was going to say CAC, but this is... Okay. This was just a wrong direction.
I was like, where is he going? Like, we going to Curiosity Shop in Light World?
Right? Breezeway added an entrance, apparently.
Easy. All right, 3 items, 10 arrows, a hammer, and a book. W. The hammer, though, huge.
See, the 3 versus 1 would have mattered if we hadn't found Old Man so early.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But as you were saying, like, there is the clearable ice now. Not full clear, but we can get through it. It is a crystal. It's not going to be pleasant. I mean, with Bombus and Fire Rod, at least it's a little more reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Andy getting his Hyrule Castle small now, so he can make his journey when the time comes. Furious with 2 more checks here in Hyrule Castle. Andy picking up the Chicken House pod key. All these pesky guards in the castle on Furious's side, but he's making work of them with the hammer. Gets $20 in the boomerang chest.
Yeah, unfortunately, no mirror on FuriousMagic's side, so having to utilize these death warps.
Mm-hmm.
I had missed the fact that we had found archery game, though. That's a good find.
Yeah, no X99 Dream today for either runner. Final chest here. It is a small key. That is to GT. But Green Guard
2 is where I would want to be at minimum, so.
Mm-hmm. The Green Guard gonna do his purpose. Help us death warp.
Where did Furious get the book again? Because it was like, I thought maybe Andy might be able to give us Ether Tablet, but no book yet on his end.
And it's in back of Escape, so when he gets his hammer, he will
The problem
get
is
it.
that was on East Death Mountain, so I don't think he's going to head right back for it.
Yeah, he won't, most likely.
Like, I could see a mountain start. Like, I can see a mountain start coming from Andy after this, and then check out some of the drop downs on East Death Mountain. I don't see him coming all the way back for just the tablet read.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that could be kind of a... Ooh, this is GT.
Okay, I take back what I said. I'm wrong. Andy's going to get the hammer out of Escape and then
And
go
he'll come
immediately.
back.
Yeah.
Small key here. That's the swamp. I don't think Furious is going to miss that, but we have it if we need it for the dungeon. It could be a pendant still. We do not know.
And we are going to get that Torch Scout. I know some people say you don't need to do it, but I always like that info.
All right, so we are going to go out the back of the old man start point.
And that's the thing for FuriousMagic, lacking the mirror, the front becomes this, I don't want to go through it. It doesn't help me here.
Exactly.
Whereas the back here is at least something that we want to know where it goes. And it's absolutely worthless. That is, besides the fact that we get the desert entrance. So, hooray.
Yeah, we get to do that. We also got to look at Mini Moldrum Cave. No way to actually handle those bad boys.
And we are going to get the dam now from Andy. He's going to use the mirror bunny.
Oh, this is TR left here at the good old desert front entrance. Oh, he got the cane.
Wow.
It doesn't do anything immediately, but
I mean, it makes Ice Palace not suck.
it definitely does. That is the case here, but
I'm kind of surprised Andy didn't do more, like do the mirror checks there, but I guess he'll do that from the top.
yeah. All right, new entrances. Hotel Mario. We got the key on Furious's side. Gotta go check Lava Chest. Floating Island, 3 bombs. Boots in TR for FuriousMagic. Looks like he is happy with that. I would be too, honestly.
I mean, Furious doesn't know it yet, but those boots are super required, and it says a lot about this actual seed. Like, you know, we're talking mainly about the Agate Tower side of this. Well, you needed 4 TR smalls even for that.
The single rupee over on the chain chomps. We'll see where Furious decides to go now. I guess this may be a check of the Bonk Rocks beside Link's house.
And actually, when Andy finishes up Hyrule Castle, not only does the does like even just slight GT play, but like that's a full basement clear easy.
Oh, it is. And I think that's going to be on his mind more than let me go out the back of Old Man, you know, like we saw Furious do. So Furious in a good spot here. Also finding Hype Cave. Going to be getting a compass, and that is to Pod. Another sword upgrade. So we are at Master Sword.
Yeah, and that second GT small just says, hey, you can full clear GT now. Like, that's the perfect number to work with for the rest of the seed.
Meyer Shed here for Furious. 2 items, 10 arrows, $20. Andy headed to the back of Escape now. We'll get his hammer. We'll get his book as well. Nagina Cave here for us as well on Furious's side at the eastern entrance. Another guaranteed item. I love guaranteed items. It's only $1 though.
I mean, we really wanted that pearl to guarantee us that 5-item cave Andy found.
All right, let's see if we get a reaction out of Andy once he pulls this hammer. He already has got like a smirk on his face. It went from cool to what is this book? Flute 5 spot, gonna be just some fairies. Andy gonna go out mid. He'll be on.
When do you have this much item like density already? You get this far into like half an hour into a CrossKeys and you're like, yeah, I've got like all the good items.
Yeah, it makes your brain melt a good bit.
Like that's gonna be one of the hard parts for like FuriousMagic here. Not in a bad spot, just like, you know, didn't get the cane. When do we go back to dam? Where's the pearl to make that even a consideration to head back for the one check in the dam? When do we get to bumper ledge? Like these aren't hard spots to get to, they're just whens. The boots are a huge advantage though. And hey, we found Pod.
Pod, another big old dense dungeon. Already got one key. We can do some things with that. We could mimic clip. I don't know if we got... He does not have a bottle, so he can't do any shenanigans.
I mean, come on. Bufferless clip's not hard. I feel like I said something bad. The silence is a little scary.
No, you didn't. You didn't. The flippers. See, this is the moment I was talking about earlier. Like, if Andy didn't do Hyrule, like Lake Hylia house, you know, it's like the only thing left. But a bottle finally for Andy. He could just take that, I guess, and go straight on over.
I mean, a lot of this has worked out nicely. Like you said, that like Hylia play, that's the Meyer big key. Not terrible. But you got that. You got that Samaria. Like now we've got our way to with the flippers. As soon as we find Swamp, that's a beatable dungeon.
Absolutely. We saw the eyebrow raise there out of FuriousMagic. Happy to see the mirror. Maybe thinking I could have had this a little sooner and it could have been beneficial. But I don't think he's going to worry about it too much. Gets his small key to Skull Woods. Andy picking up $50 here, right side of Pod. There's a third sword. Andy's like, okay, I'll take it. Now, I know Furious checked Bonk Rocks, but I totally missed what it was.
Yeah, so did I. And I think this is going to be GT for Andy.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not going out the pack. This is the go to the item dense area. Excuse me. But we also have... He knows that ether tablet's there, too, so he'll probably get that as well. And the thing that I'm surprised Andy has not done yet, he's had that mirror for a while, but I know probably waiting for the Master Sword, but not checking top of pyramid. 3 entrances up there.
I mean, with how much we have available, I don't know if there's a right or wrong choice necessarily. Like, let me go for 20 items here instead of anything else.
Yeah, for sure. And he's also, yeah, man, he's got that cane. He's got that fire rod. He's doing right. He's doing left. He's doing it all.
Yeah.
All right, Furious now going to be going out the top. Going to get his fire rod. And then they're basically going to be on even footing as far as Y items go, minus that they each have a red thing, I guess, that the other does not. Boots for Furious, Kane for Andy.
I was gonna say we'll just call it an A item.
Yeah. A
Flippers versus
item.
boots. You know, it's the battle of the footwear.
That's right. Andy's
Clearly
flopping around.
Clearly, a pug should have boots, and clearly, Lapras should have flippers. But
well, they don't need
just
the
got
other
what the other one wanted, right?
That's another TR small. You mentioned the boots were logically, quote unquote, for 4 key locked, and
we've got 3 of them.
Yep, we're getting there very quickly.
And honestly, if Andy just finds TR big chest instead of the eye room, like, we're fine either way. And like, he could even find laser bridge, like whichever one he finds, depending on how brilliant he is, like, he should get Lava Island.
Dark Sink here. Nothing. 10 arrows for Andy. 3 bombs. A mushroom. That'll be a quick turn in when we decide to go back, and a compass to desert. So he's going to get this key, and I assume we'll go left side.
Okay, well, we missed this the first time. We're going to get to see it the second time. It's the Ice Rod Fairy Cave, and we're actually going to...
We're getting a fairy.
Okay. We want full health. I mean, Furious is in Dark World and doing the bunny walk. This is not fun on Oko, and maybe we're done with it.
Looks to be the case. Oh, we're water walking.
Okay.
Wow. I like this. This is really heads up routing.
But this is just for Zora area, unfortunately, and missing the Myra Big again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Quake for Andy. Also another GT small, putting him at 3. Looks like that was not a cave or an entrance of any substance, but we are at the Zora area with cash in hand. That is a small key on the ledge. He's not going to be able to get this right now unless there's some setup with Ice Rod that I'm not aware of.
I think we're still short 1 to make it work. So we're still going to get a big key. Oh, okay.
The TR big. Both males in our GT today. So Andy, a nice red clad pug. Gonna be armored all up. We did see Meyer. You said you didn't want to dip Meyer. It's a pendant. I don't want to dip it either. Mitts. Oh, baby. Andy don't like it. He's shaking his head. And a spike cave there for Furious. And also Tower of Hera.
Okay. That's... you said, when are we going to see this from Andy? I mean, this is pretty good timing. Like, for Furious, it makes a lot of sense. I would say if Furious didn't know or knew that GT was here, I think this would have been the play. But given the knowledge, yeah. Hoping for that bow on Andy's side, no. It looks like we're going to have to do Ice Armos with the Master Sword. And not beams.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate unless he can get some up here, like in this chest somehow. Not the case. Small key to Meyer. Furious getting a heart piece, and the compass chest of Hera off to Moldorm. Andy's gonna fire up Berna, gonna do as much damage as he possibly can. I think he's a little low to kill all of them. Maybe not. No, he is.
I mean, the problem is you pretty much need half magic to make that work.
You can see the frustration on Furious's face there, falling in the middle hole. Sorry.
Like, Andy got the best he could out of that fight.
Absolutely, he did.
And there's the pearl.
Ooh. You know, that's good, but I think that keeps Andy from the boots even longer.
I mean, that just gives him access to everything though in Dark World. Like, look at his options now. That is a full map available. Like,
Oh yeah,
just missing the boots. He will easily find whichever the other TR entrance is at this rate. I'm concerned more about Zora, I think, but with the flippers, like he'll hit Paradox and or like not Paradox, Catfish, Zora together now. Like that becomes a lot better. Plus, he'll get the small key off of the Zora ledge that FuriousMagic missed.
oh that's true.
The route that brings Furious back up to Zora ledge is maybe a little harder. I will say the small key situation, like we've gotten most of our priority small keys.
Yeah, so it may not be a dire situation for Furious. And we did see him beat Hera. In doing so, got a pendant. So we have our full knowledge. Thieves for green. That's a bow. Would have been nice to have that a minute ago, wouldn't it?
I mean, and then that's full inventory, really. Like every boss is killable. We need boots. But look how quickly this is just becoming a race for keys.
Oh, it really is.
Like the advantage for Furious in these boots is going to be important, but at a certain point, it's not going to matter as much just because Andy's early time with the mirror, now early time with the pearl, like the more he can stretch that time, the better off he is.
Absolutely. And we're hookshotting through Bumper Cave on FuriousMagic's side. We are going to go out the bottom, so we'll resolve this connector. Where's it going to take? I hate this game, dude. Just to the Dark World counterpart, which is locked by itself, so we don't need it at all. Now, Andy did get that Hera small, so this will be like Furious is going to have little reason to want to come back to Hera. But Furious about to be at GT. And he'll be
and that's great. I mean, thinking I'm going to pair Ether Tablet with this, so this is a good moment for this check. Really heads up. I will say I was wondering if maybe the Eastern area could have had a little bit more of a pull, but FuriousMagic saying no, I'm going to continue with the mountain for now.
Well, Furious did check the Eastern area already.
Oh,
Andy,
did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah, Andy has not. We did find Meyer Shed over there and Hype Cave. That's where Furious got his second sword. Andy not getting anything of substance out of the basement. So pure time sink there could be really good for Furious, just to give him a little extra buffer.
Danty, am I forgetting anything on right side of GT here?
Nah, the only thing we got there was a TR small, as far as, you know, logical things. We don't really need it per se, unless we start opening doors really wildly. CrossKey. So, you know, Furious will have to come back. That'll be an extra trip if he does decide to come back, but without the cane, it just won't be happening. The other thing, like, I'm not going to wish this on him. There is that outlying opportunity where, you know, hey, I super bunnied, you know, did that little trick to pull the thing, and I'm just going to mark it off because I drained the dam. You know, it's very easy to make that mental mistake, but hopefully he does go back for his cane at some point.
It's a quick check with that mountain start, at least. Like, it's not terrible. It's just how quickly do you want to prioritize one chest? That's like, we don't think there's anything else there. Furious hasn't checked left side Dark Death Mountain, I believe, or like west side.
Right.
I don't know if he's aware of Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, as far as I know, he has not. Andy gonna do his Spike Cave journey now.
Looks like he's gonna just allow himself to go through all the magic anyway, or almost all the magic.
And he's going to save just a bit and then save and quit after the heart container. Furious close to the Moon Pearl. Does have the GT Big. Will get his $50.
Also a little less strong in the magic department, but does have sword beams, so might see a different strategy here for Ice Armos.
Yeah, gonna get his Mire small, and down we go. Sword beams, not the fastest, but definitely on this equipment, probably your best bet. Anti-mirroring, I was kind of wondering what he was doing, but I think he also was wondering what he was doing.
No, that was him checking the
oh
flooded
yeah,
item.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I forgot we hadn't seen that on his side. But he is going to get Bombo's tablet. This is another one of those, like, I say outliers.
Maybe he'll... Do you think he might head for Desert Entrance here? Like, this is his best chance for that.
I'm going to be a little shocked if he does. Oh, he is.
Okay, so that's going to be boots for Andy.
Interesting. Oh, baby. We got a race. I was thinking, Furious might run away with this, but we're going to be on real even footing, I think, after this, because as soon as Furious gets through this section, I think he probably goes back. Like, I was saying he could forget it. I think he's going to get his cane, like, really soon, and then it'll be pretty easy, or even, I should say.
Yeah.
Easy to be even.
Yeah, the only real difference at that point becomes flippers, and, like, even that wasn't too bad.
The head shake there from FuriousMagic. Same reaction as Andy. The whole, I just did this stupid fight, and now you give me the bow. Couldn't have done it sooner. House start for Furious after the save and quit. Andy pulling the boots. A little bit of an eyebrow raise. A nod.
Yeah, he's like, at 47 minutes, I've got, like, all my equipment. Let's just go.
Bro's vibing to the Pizza Tower soundtrack. I about said the Pizza Party soundtrack. I guess that's what it is, in a way.
Andy could also go through the front here if he wants.
Do you want to, though? He's doing it.
You've got the extra keys.
The front is available,
it's locked, and he's got 3 keys.
I mean, he doesn't know it's available.
Yeah.
And we did just get a compass here on Aga Tower, but where was Aga Tower?
I completely missed it because...
Chat.
Yeah.
Where was Aga Tower? Oh, it's in Hive Cave? Andy walked by Hive Cave. Unless he just did it and we missed it. We're going to get the other 2 items. They're a little long. They're a little slow. But
Hey, we got the hook shot. It's okay.
Well,
I mean,
it's still
hypothetically.
faster. There's the second bow. Good lord. So we're at silvers already. Now, if you're just joining us, why is Furious climbing Aga Tower at this point? Ganon today is behind the lumberjack tree, so this is required. You could argue maybe it gets a little faster when you find a tempered sword, if you find a tempered sword. So,
I mean, I'm
also
thinking they're finding tempered sword, like that extra sword. The other one found, like, Furious hasn't found Pod yet, and we had one on the ledge. And then which one does Furious have? It was on
Furious,
pod ledge, right?
Oh, pod ledge. Yes, you're right. I was thinking like a Zora ledge. The one that Furious has is from Hype Cave, which is over in the eastern area. So Andy's still 50 minutes in, not done eastern area. You know, so much has been thrown at these runners so quickly. Into the Aga fight, reflecting the blue balls. We're going to Curiosity Shop. It's the brother connector. Andy pausing.
I mean, he can realistically get back into any entrance unless it's an ether locked.
Yeah. Well, he's got to wait. He can get back. So that's fun. That's good Lord. All right, Meyer Shed left. What do we got? A shop. We could do all the back of desert stuff with the mirror. We're going into Meyer Shed right first. That's the library, but only 3 bombs. Down goes Aga for FuriousMagic.
That actually seemed like it was a pretty kind fight. I didn't notice really much on the blue ball front, so
it wasn't too bad, no.
And you said maybe we weren't going to see the return, but FuriousMagic here at the top of the pyramid gonna hit up Hera Basement. So some of that time that Andy spent on this play, Furious is giving it back.
Oh, Sick Kid is over here. Is it going to be of any value? Well, if you consider money valuable, sure. Andy going to be doing some of these bonk rocks checks now. Finding the other end of Fairy Ascension. We missed that earlier. So we don't have to worry about that connector anymore. Connectors we still kind of have at large. We're still missing the item view and the item obtain spec rock connector. Also missing that TR right. And have we gone out desert right? I don't believe we have.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was trying to think if maybe we saw that on Andy's side, but I don't believe we did.
Pod area incoming for Furious. This is going to be our first look in this area. Shop in that first entrance. He's going to take the time, buy another bottle just to have it, just in case. Another shop here in Pod. Curiosity Shop this time.
We're definitely missing Eastern right now. I'm trying to think, like,
he's missed no Eastern yet. Yeah, missing Skull, Swamp, and Meyer if we need Meyer.
Well, you said, well, I mean, Meyer is a pendant, so
yeah, if we need something in it.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Let's hope we don't.
Yeah. There's that hype cave for Andy though, so he's now on tempered. Gonna feel pretty good about that. Tempered silvers already. Jeez, this is a baby seed. Like,
baby
we've almost
seed.
got a full row of hearts, red mail, boots, mirror, mitts. We got everything.
I can't believe it. It's like getting plasma in SM Map Rando, you know, like no challenge.
Right. Apparently chat said Desert Right was dead, so I'll trust him. Hey, there's the pod entrance's chest game, and that's nothing. Just 50 bucks.
Another item cave to check off the list. We're missing Graveyard Ledge, missing Cave 45, possibly Ice Rod and Checkerboard, but I think that those are our single ones. And then Blind's Hut. The only 5 ones still left on the table. Furious going to be heading to, I believe, Bombo's tablet as well as the swamp entrance. Andy just covering his tracks here. Going to do everything he can in this eastern area. And then I'm assuming we're probably going to go in the portal and start checking out the pod area just as Furious did.
Yeah, the only question I have is, when does Andy hit up Catfish, Dark Potions, Zora? Like, that's a good area to hit together, but if he's starting to prioritize entrances he's missing, that's not exactly dense entrance area.
True. Now, I think he'll get led up there. The question's going to be, will he come back and abandon Zora to maybe go to like Dark Shopping Mall to have the 3 entrances available to him?
Although, did Andy just skip Pod Temple and Pod Ferry?
Yeah, he's probably going to come back for them. That would be my assumption.
Yeah. So he'll get probably those 2 into like a Dark Shopping Mall, Dark Witches.
Mm-hmm. Dumpy, just a blue boom today. Gonna check K45 as we mirror on FuriousMagic's side. Andy gonna get his nothing out of chess game. That's the TR right at K45 for FuriousMagic. He is going to be able to go. This is so unfortunate because he could beat this dungeon if he just would go back to the dam.
And that's the thing, is you've got the equipment to do all the entrances. What compels you to check an entrance for one item?
It's so close.
Yep.
That's my argument.
Well, I mean, I get the argument, but like, as we said, I'm starting to get a little more concerned about the entrances I don't have.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's Spiral. Now what do you do? Furious looks like he's not too thrilled about it. Because when you go there, you're coming out on the mountain.
Nobody likes Spiral Cave. It's it's the worst entrance in or the worst place in entrance mode.
There's
that Spec Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Spec Rock doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're just checking that all off the list. We just need to find the low one or the item obtain one, but we don't. It's not going to help us.
No, because the item's a piece of heart. We're good. Did we get a mirror bunk there on Furious' side?
I think we did.
Unfortunate.
There's Laser Bridge, but see, now Andy doesn't have the big key. There's the Desert Big, though, inside TR.
And we know where Desert North is.
Oh my God, the hair. You did not want to see that in Andy's shoes. Powder as well. Andy going through the maze, the slow way, the only way, because he doesn't have that big key. But we are going to see the Smith turn in potentially here for Furious. He'll have to go all the way up to the top north area of Lost Woods, but he is going to give his hammer pegs and everything else along the way.
Yeah, and it's not like there's any real dungeons I think Furious can beat right now. Like the only one that's a little bit questionable, and there's the other end of Spec Rock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Meyer.
And we're going to see at least this as a 6 item check only for Furious. No Meyer Big or Samaria.
If he gets something in here, though, that is like one of the keys, I think that's huge for him. Like this feels very at the pace Andy's going and the route he is currently taking. He's going to be on a good path, say at the least, but I really worry about the time that Furious is investing here. But I like his situation, why he's doing it. It makes sense.
Yeah, I think my concern on for Furious is the fact that like even an advantage he gets here, like that could be massive.
That could be. Absolutely.
The Thieves Town small key is definitely up on the list, but like what Andy's able to do right now is just continually like get big keys. There's the Eastern Big. It's dungeon after dungeon. He's getting the equipment to beat all these dungeons and just not care. Like he's heading now towards Quakefish. He's gonna get that TR Big off of Zora. He'll get the small key off the ledge. If that's a pod small, like there's another dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, is this go mode? Is this just entrance? Oh no!
Is he like abandoning? He said something. Obviously, we don't have his. Oh, he didn't check this entrance.
Okay.
$20 in the cutscene chest. In Meyer, Andy getting a single arrow.
If you look at Andy's tracker right now, what does he need? It's TR Big
keys. Yeah, he just. Oh, you're right.
That's
and oh, dude.
Like he is in go mode and just find the entrances. What entrance can't we reach? He's already checked the Meyer area, so he doesn't need the flute.
Meyer, excuse me, TR Overworld. We don't know what the requirement is. I mean, it's one entrance.
Yeah, so maybe we need ether.
Like maybe.
But other than that, he can find every entrance in the game. He's set. Like Andy is in the driver's seat here.
Oh, big key to Thieves Town. It's just leading to, you see the laugh from FuriousMagic. It leads to another pendant, and he's thinking, do I really, like, this has to pay off, right?
Oh, actually, Magnet brought up a good point. I'm wrong. We do need an extra pod key. That could be that key on the ledge.
Yeah, we need one.
There's one in Meyer.
Oh. Now there are 6.
And that's the thing, like Andy's gonna start searching for Swamp, for Skull. You know, he'll find a dungeon where he can just go and
yeah, you see him laugh and he's like, oh god.
He knows the position he's in. Like he's like, this is starting to turn out good. And that key is, it's a pod key.
Oh dude. So he's in item key go mode at the 102 mark. He just needs to find these entrances. Incredible. There's Eastern. Now that was, he'll get to that sooner or later. That's over in Village of Outcast area. So the Meyer dip really going to be, unfortunately, very detrimental for FuriousMagic.
Like, Andy needs to check out Hype Cave here, and he's doing that now. So he's going to find CT. And then it's just find the other dungeon.
Yeah, and he's gonna do his Aga climb now. God, imagine, Jesse, just imagine, like, go find dungeons and then do 7 crystals quickly.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, usually if I'm doing a CrossKeys and I'm at an hour and I've got nothing in the crystal side of things, I'm like, that's not great, but at least I've got items. And then no, here you go. Here's all of it. Here's all your keys. You're not searching even. Just this is this would be a PB seed.
Absolutely.
FuriousMagic did not get the sword in pod on the ledge, on the pod ledge. So.
He's also, he needs flippers. Oh, he needs to go to pod to get the flippers, so that would be why. And you got to spin the key unless you just go right side entirely.
Well, and realistically for Andy here, like, so he started at Hype Cave. If I'm in his shoes, I'm gonna go up from the pyramid, gonna hookshot across, hit King's Tomb, Graveyard Legend, just work my way over to Dark World.
Yeah,
like Village of Outcasts. There's our mirror shield in the back of Skull. We don't care.
Yo, Skippy gifting a sub to Jesse.
Wow, thank you.
Enjoy the emotes. Thank you, Skippy. Head looked to be dead as well. Andy, Aga Hall of Shame. Not
Yeah,
fame.
not a gamer. Not a gamer.
Shaking my head. So turning in the Smith, finally, he went on quite the journey through Skullwoods, through the Mire dungeon. Finally going to give us, that's a big key. It's the Skullwoods. Oh man, poor Furious. He just shaking his head over it.
It's been a good route. It's just been absolutely not the right one today, unfortunately.
Yeah, he hasn't made any like objectively wrong plays. He just, it's like just not finding the items, you know, like the story of Rando.
Yep.
Does find that ice big. It from his vantage point. That's a very, and there's another pod small for him. But you know, from his vantage point, it's a very, you know, hey, maybe this is an out down the line if we need it. But with it being front of Skullwoods, he probably assumes Andy has that already.
Oh, and there's another sword. And actually, that's the map check from Andy. I think that's going to tell him that he's in go.
Yeah, he finally, I think he actually knows now.
Like, he doesn't have Mire marked yet as a pendant, but I think he has to realize that he's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to see him click that off to kind of know, but... Although he's got it marked as a crystal right now. There we go. It's marked as a pendant. He knows.
Oh, okay. Yo, Telethar, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. There is Skullwoods. And Jim, thank you for the resub. 13 months. Appreciate the support.
And yeah, unfortunately, finding the thieves big and the thieves small for FuriousMagic is telling him, like, go beat this pendant dungeon.
The order in which he has obtained these items could not be more damning for his, you know, for his like tournament life, honestly. But Andy making quick work of the moth. Just needs to find Swamp. That is our last dungeon.
The Eastern.
Oh, he will need to find Eastern. I'm looking at my tracker. I'm looking at 2 screens. I'm allowed to.
Sorry. I didn't put up a tracker for myself today. I'm sorry. I'm a lazy co-com.
No, you're not lazy. You're not lazy. It's just super hard to do CrossKeys. You're doing really well for for no tracker. Chat saying this is a reverse of game 2. I would disagree. You know, like, I wouldn't say Furious ran away with game 2, but his, you know, if you're talking just his fortune was good. He played well and capitalized on it in game 2. And it's just unfortunately not going to be the case for him. It looks like if things continue the way they're going.
Is Andy just looking for ether in case?
Maybe. I mean, would you really turn down a 5-item cave? Like,
I guess not. I'm just trying to figure out what his thought, like, is that the thought he has right now?
Maybe Flute's there. Does that help?
He found the Mire area. Like, it's quick.
True.
But he definitely does not need a flute.
Yeah, that's right. That's a small key. It's to ice. Head shake. Kind of shrugging it off on Furious' side. Andy going in the fortune teller house.
Well, we've got ice here in CAC. as well as you said, Eastern's in here, so
Yeah, he'll beat Eastern when he finds it shortly. At some point, I feel like he should just go ahead, mirror, and do ice. Found
yeah,
half?
I'd agree.
They both found half magic. I forgot what that was. Yeah, with no flute and no good like start point over here, I feel like you want to do this entrance ASAP, or this dungeon. Furious getting thieves done, killing blind, getting the green pendant.
Yeah, Castle Tower 2 was half magic according to chat. It's like I remember seeing it.
All right, Eastern here for Andy. He's heading in. I'm curious if he's going to check any chests.
I mean, Stalfos, Big Chest, and Armos are the givens. He's going to skip Cannonball. If he skips Cannonball, he's not doing math. And he's not doing Vanilla Big.
Yeah, I mean, turning in that green pendant there for Furious, just a red boom. I didn't expect him to check things, except maybe these like super convenient ones on the way. But the way, since he did do Blind's Hut like he did, it did give me a moment. There's wow reaction. That's exactly what he was probably worried about, and it's just on the path. Where's the plot armor? There it is. As funny as it is, I hate it for Furious, man. He's been doing so well in this series, and to make top 16, I don't know. It's just the game 3 here. Items not really falling very well. Just not a really good accurate showing of how well he's played in this tournament.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, you talk to anybody in the tournament, anybody who plays CrossKeys regularly, like, this is what happens in this mode. You just know that this is going to happen some days. It's like, I don't care if you're the best player at CrossKeys in the world right now, you're going to have a race like this where somebody just hits it.
Question in chat, where's Kane? Kane is in the dam, which is in the Dark World on the mountain, and it's right near the old man start and save and quit spot. But Furious did the super bunny, get hit by the anti-fairy to drain the dam, and has not gone back for it yet.
So yeah, like, dam is not bad for him to get back to. It's just, we've had access to everything else. Like, you look at that inventory, we've had full access to the world for about the last 30 minutes, it feels like.
Yeah, for sure.
Like mitts, pearl, hook, hammer, mirror, it's just been everything.
Andy with the fastest of U-turns out of Meyer.
Yeah, remember we said that Meyer Big was nice? Apparently it just doesn't even matter.
Indeed, it does not. Not doing ice while he's here.
I mean, he'll save ice until I guess he's doing Ganon at this rate. Like, why care?
Oh yeah, that is a sort of same area.
So what are we down to realistically? Like ice, TR, and
we've got I think we have the house.
Pyramid Fairy?
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy is an option. I think we have the house east of, like, Link's House Dark World, like the bomb shop. We are going to hit TR right here, but I don't think Andy's going to check it. I think he's going to just bail right on out. Quake for TR. FuriousMagic is going to open that up. That Ether Medallion not required. Neither was Bombos today. Let's see. Is this one of our missing dungeons? Is it Swamp Palace? It is not. It is the good old Capacity Fairy. Oh, well then. Here's Swamp.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't see this check already. Did we miss this on Furious side?
He was here, but I don't know if he actually went to the bomb house, because it's not marked off on my tracker, but I mean, I miss things all the time, so not really sure.
Like, that was the last entrance Andy needed. Like, he can find his way to, well, Andy has found Laser Bridge. He could get back to it. He knows where ice is, he knows where pod is, and he knows where desert is.
See, Laser Bridge over in the dark shopping mall.
Well, and he can go straight there from here.
Yep.
Where was back at desert again?
Back at desert is on the mountain. Right after that save and quit spot, you just drop down and mirror, or mirror drop down.
So realistically, Andy beats Swamp. He goes over to Dark Shopping Mall, hits TR, save and quits to Mountain, does Desert North. Then he'll have to do a bit of a run to get to the Ice Palace.
He's still got to beat pod. He'll have to drop down on the mountain to do pod too. He could probably do pod before he does back of desert. You could just combo them together.
Yeah. So like, he's got, like, this route will be pretty nice. It's the only annoying part is like getting back to Kakariko just for Ice Palace, which, if that's our one complaint right now, that's pretty minor.
Andy's trying, like, let me just shoot you now while you're in the zero cycle or the empty cycle, but gets him done. $50, another crystal. $20 on Furious' side here in the pod maze. Bottom chest, heading to the top. What are we gonna have? Any goodies? No. $20 more. So yeah, we're gonna drop down, go to pod. I'm curious, Andy not going to either of the TR area or TR entrances. Maybe we'll drop into Ganon with 6 crystals. It's a possibility.
I'm trying to think if like one of the other entrances was more convenient.
I mean, I'm looking, we had K45, which he just saw. TR left is over at desert, and then TR main is up at the dark lumberjack house.
And TR main wouldn't be great either. Like,
yeah, because you don't have enough keys.
yeah. Like, from Swamp, you should either hit 45 or Dark Shopping.
Well, we got a little bit of sinkage here between the two runners, just a room apart, or a little cutscene.
Yeah, chat, you might be right. You could go ice to 45 to get to TR, yeah. And then that might be what his thought is.
Dueling Helmas. The one on your left screen, Andy's side is blowing up. About to be at 9 hits, 10 and now 11. Need 17 for that mask to fly off. And with the gold sword, 2 slashes and it's over for FuriousMagic as well.
I mean, realistically, FuriousMagic's not a ton behind. It's, you know, it's the two big, we're short 2 bigs and the and Samaria, and he could get Samaria right here.
Yeah.
And Will gets some Aria here.
This is good. This is really good.
And yes, this is very much a jet for a CrossKeys. Yeah. That reaction says it all. Like, oh, really?
Yeah, it's a super unfortunate. I like the idea of trying to play it early, you know, like get that dam check like he did, or the, you know, the flooded spot.
And this is going to be ice.
Yep, Furious.
For Furious, so
I'm glad Furious didn't go in here until the cane.
Yeah.
Not having to worry about investing too much time.
I was gonna say Andy had the same idea as Furious there, just forgot which entrance it was.
Yeah, doing
To
it
get back.
This is where I finally get to give Andy some grief about running the wrong way, needing to ask for directions on where to go. It finally comes full circle. Exclamation directions in chat. But he's finally in ice. That's a big key. That's the swamp big. In the H room of Ice Palace.
Now, Andy will have to. I was about to say, Andy, you're gonna have to double back
Hit
here.
the switch, brother. He's laughing about it. The mistakes are adding up. There we go. The math,
pressure, man.
He's just like, God, he's on the same route as me. Heading down to Ice Tea for Furiousmagik. Andy grabbing the key and go. Your one-stop shop. Good old H room mart there.
They'll pretty much be on cold stare at roughly the same time. I think Andy's actually going to drop in a little bit sooner.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he keeps running around in circles like this, he's not going to be there sooner.
He's trying his best.
Now, time to fight the Pepto-Bismol flavored cold stare today. Pink on both sides. Nice dodge there with the NMG style strats for phase 2.
Hey, speaking of that flute.
Nice. Finally got it. All right, Jesse, let's go activate it. We're right here. Surely it will not burn us.
I'm trying to think if any way could make that better.
I don't think so. Andy gonna be running down now, I'm assuming, to his final dungeon.
You got to go up to go down.
Yeah.
We're going to go through that whirlpool, so...
It is slightly faster. Furious going back through Paradox. Into the try next fight we go. With Tempered, we got to do 5 hits, something like that.
Yeah, it's 5. Or 4
I can't
with the
count.
flash. It's fine.
Into phase 2, down goes Trinex. And like we were saying, that is going to be crystal number 7 for Andy. Going to be able to mirror, bonk the tree, and then drop into Ganon. Tempered, silvers. Could you really ask for anything more going into Ganon?
I'm trying, but I don't think I got anything.
Maybe an activated flute would be better. Not mirror bonking also would be better.
Yeah, did you know the lumberjack house shrunk when it went to Dark World?
It did.
Yeah.
It got set up with Ozempic or something and lost some pounds, but in we go to the Ganon fight. So Andy's got what, 12 slashes or 6 spins, or a combination of the 2, which is what he's going to do here to get that double. And into phase 2 we go. The dash strats, he should get 12 dash pokes here, and this should send us to phase 3.
Always got to do a little extra.
And as it's being mentioned in chat, we looking at the bracket, assuming Andy finishes this out the way it's going, Specs is waiting the winner of this race in top 8. Nice moth fight there from Furious. So Specky Specs will be potentially Andy's next opponent if these last 4 silver arrows land without problem. He gets the triple. That's gonna do it.
Yep.
Get your GGs in chat for Andy. Gonna take the game set and the match with a 128-26. We'll see if we can get him in here for an interview. We'll see if Furious is going to continue to play for the moment.
I think the question is, does Furious keep the race room open during this portion of the race? Like, I think when you're still checking stuff you haven't even seen, you're thinking like, unlikely my opponent had to have just hit the route, right?
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
Like, if I'm a couple of big keys still from go, I'm thinking, no way did my opponent like just hit everything already.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's like I need the, like, for ladder, I need the DM to let me know, so I could just end it early if I need to. There's the catfish small key from FuriousMagic. Gonna be heading back down. I believe this is going to be the play to Laser Bridge entrance down at Dark Shopping Mall for Furious. I believe this is the first time he's going to be seeing that area, so he will be able to beat Turtle Rock while he's there. I'm trying to remember also where the Desert Big and the Eastern Big were. But for now, we do have Andy with us. GG.
Hello, GG.
Well, second sub 130 in the tournament, I guess, for you.
I'm pretty sure second sub 130 ever for me.
Oh,
which is wild as well. Yeah, I don't know. Everything went well for me this seed.
well, you weren't first to boots, so you didn't have that. That's your downfall today.
Yeah.
And you needed to ask for directions about which Hyrule Castle entrance to go out of.
That was unfortunate. But yeah, other than that, I felt pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it would, what were you? Go mode? We knew you were go mode, or entrance go mode rather, at like 102. And
yeah, getting the TR big on Zora was my wait. I was doing that that lady thinking about math gif face. And I was like, am I in go mode? I had my area already. The only thing I didn't know the whereabouts of was Turtle Rock Ledge. And I was like, maybe I need ether for Turtle Rock, but that's really unlikely. So I guess we just start skipping stuff, question mark.
How do we even get there today?
We never saw it.
Bridge. Yeah, we never saw. I guess it's got to be through DM Descent. It's the only one left that we didn't go through.
I don't think I ever found DM Descent.
Furious did. Where was that? It's actually bottom right of Link's house with Super Bunny.
Bottom right of Link's house.
Yeah, the fortune teller shop.
No, that's Old Man Rescue, I'm pretty sure.
I thought Old Man Rescue was in CAC.
Not Old Man Save and Quit. Back, okay. I'm pretty sure it was Fortune Teller.
No, Old Man Save and Quit back is actually, it pops out at Desert, right?
Oh, well then I mismarked it. I walked in and was like, that's Old Man back.
Uh-oh. Well, I didn't burn him. And FuriousMagic has thrown in the forfeit, but is here with us now. GG's.
Yo, GG.
GG's.
Going on another sub 130, man? Come on.
Yeah. Sometimes lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it goes. Where is the Eastern Palace BQ?
Mushroom turn in.
Where's the mushroom?
Was that on Laser Bridge?
Right side GT, no. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not have Kane when I found GT. I don't know if the first time around. I don't know if you did or not, but that was not gonna be done for a long time until I at least beat Swamp. So
I didn't have Hammer or Samaria for my first GT find, and then I had both of them not that long after, and then I've full cleared GT basement on my second trip.
Yeah, okay. I only had a Hammer. I missed the mirror in Thieves Town for a bit. I guess that would have been the way I could have gotten to Kane before GT and whatnot, but yeah. Just unfortunate sequencing then.
I guess I led Jesse astray because he asked me, did we find anything important on right side GT? And I was like, nah. I forgot it was a mushroom.
I think mushroom was there.
I do too, now that you're mentioning it.
I mean, I didn't go back there, so it's very likely you could have just been there then.
So I want to ask Furious, was the play, or did the play of Super Bunnying with the anti-fairy to pull the dam, was that a potential thing that caused maybe you to put off the dam revisit for a good while?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just, one item. I have the rest of the Dark World open to me to do other checks. You know, like the
Mhm.
best way for me, honestly, to route in back in that dam would have been get the Palace big key, jump down there, and then that's when I could do it. But you know, I didn't get it until just now, so I just had to find another way to route it in. That was the best way for me to route it in, and you know, and ended up just coming in super late there.
Right. Yeah, I really liked the play to get the damn item early. And then I got a little worried. I was like, maybe he just goes back. It's literally right there at the save and quit. But then you guys
Right.
just kept getting stuff. And I mean, you know, unfortunately, you know, you found Meyer. And then that led to finding Thieves Town stuff. And then you go back to Thieves Town. That was probably like the biggest story of that, as we were trying to think, like, if, you know, with what Andy's finding, if there's something valuable in Meyer, he's probably never going to get it for a long time because he hadn't been to the area.
Mhm.
And then while you're in like the Meyer area or the Meyer dungeon, that was kind of when Andy just popped out and was like, all right, I've got everything except TR Big, and he's heading to Zora.
Gotcha.
But pretty
Yeah, I got,
pretty
like,
wild seed.
Desert Big, Hera Big, Eastern Big, and Turtle Rock Big, like within 3 minutes, I think, because Laser Bridge to Shroom turn into Zora. Then I was like, I think I'm in go mode. I just need to find 3 dungeons. And then I found Skull and Eastern pretty quickly. And I couldn't figure out if I wanted to beat like Ice Palace right there, because I was like, there's not really a good way for me to get to to Ganon besides beating Turtle Rock last. And my plan was going to be to finish the South Dark World entrances and just swim to Laser Bridge and beat Turtle Rock there. So I wasn't planning on doing Turtle Rock last. And then Swamp popped there, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we are going to beat Turtle Rock last today. But yeah, this was crazy.
Yeah, once I hit it, yeah. I mean, you certainly hit the route, so I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I made mention, like, you know, getting top 16 and also, you know, bringing this to game 3 in top 16. Like, this one seed all by itself was not a really good representation of like how well you've played in the tournament, Furious. Like, Swiss is
Oh no, I'm
brutal.
I'm very happy I made it to 6-2 this year, because I've the past few times I've entered, I just got randomed out of the plane race, so I'm elated that I was able to make 6-2, make it into plane race, and then also take a game off Andy here. So this is definitely just cherry on top and whatnot. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, congrats on making it into top 16, and you know, obviously love seeing you in tournaments, so best of luck with the next tournament you head into. Let's see.
thank you. GG's again, Andy. Good luck with specs and the rest of the brackets and whatnot, and thank you guys for coming and restreaming this.
Yeah, GG's, dude. It's a pleasure as always.
Andy, you are headed to play specs next in top 8, so looking forward to see how those races go with you guys. I know specs is a really good CrossKeys runner, so those should be very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to get more sweaty from here.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad
He's
to
ready
just
now.
sit back and watch chaos unfold and whatnot.
Like, even this first round of brackets, there's been like every matchup has just been brutal. Lots of game 3s, lots of really close races, pretty much throughout. So yeah, anybody's game. Sometimes
For
all
sure.
it takes is just stumbling on the route. But yeah, should be a really good race. I don't think I've raced specs too often, so it's like a brand new matchup for me.
Brand new, got that new car smell.
Yep, just like this new race time category.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
But yeah, this I don't know. I've been pretty happy with how I've played. Oh, it looks like I've raced Specs one time. We did a pickup race once, and he beat me. So I'm gonna get swept, obviously.
I actually believe it. Oh man. Well, GG's again, and looking forward to seeing those races. Jesse, thanks for jumping in today, man. Really do appreciate it.
For reaching out. Appreciate you bringing me in.
Yeah, man, it was an absolute blast. That's going to do it for us here today. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you guys next race.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm actually killing stream. Bye, guys.
All right.